This is my current Dyson DC16. You may remember way back on my channel I got this. We've had it for years. But now I own the Beko, and at the current time the Dyson V6. It's time for this first generation to be sold. But as you can see, it is utterly filthy. So we're going to clean it up and see how it comes. Hello my vacuum cleaner chums, how are you today? This video is one that I've been meaning to do for a long while, ever since the Beko turned up. Got that a while ago now, like Christmas, just before Christmas. It is now April, end of April. This needs to be sold. I don't need it anymore. The Beko is thunderously better than this. It wasn't bad. I think I only paid £25–30 for it 4 or 5 years ago now. They're nice little dustbusters. We just use it for picking up here and there. But as you can tell, ours is not looking quite so good. Longer than it should have been ago now, eh? Charlie got hold of some talcum powder and spread it everywhere, and this is what Amy used to clean it up. And I haven't done anything with it since, and now I want to sell it. I'll get a couple of quid for it, so we need to strip it apart really, so we shall do that now. We'll start off by taking this off. This is the filter. Look, you can see where the talcum powder's gone. Obviously it'll work like this because it doesn't really smell of talcum powder anymore, because the magnet sits there and obviously triggers that. So now it won't do anything apart from flash the red light, which is fair enough. Now that is all you can do. I've never had the motor out of one of these before. Don't intend to do it now either, I'll be honest. Obviously I want to sell it. There is, however, there we go, a filter under here which is equally a little bit dirty. I used to wash that fairly frequently, but I'll put that there. Yeah, you can see the motor inside of there, but yeah, from what I've heard, that is properly glued in, and I shall destroy it. I think you can take that bit off, but I'm not going to bother. But we do need to take the battery out, because as you might be able to tell, it's a little bit broken. This is the same pattern battery that I fitted way back when we first got it. I'm going to need a screwdriver for this. Hang on, here we go. I need this. This is, yeah, so this is the battery I bought way back when, and it was, and still is, perfectly fine actually, apart from we dropped it. I think, again, Amy dropped it, smack onto the back of the battery, and shattered it, and I taped it together. And basically, you can see that the cells inside, it's, yeah, I can't say it like that. I might keep it for now, because I've still got that DC16 animal that Tayab from Tayab's room gave me, which needs a battery, so certainly just for now, I'll keep it to play with that, because we've got stuff to do to that, but obviously I can't sell it. So, purposes of this, it is gone, although luckily it hasn't damaged the actual machine. So really, oh, if I just come off camera, nearly knocked my lights over. All we have to do to this, or all we can do to this, is give it a flipping good wipe over really. Yes, I'm using baby wipes. I know lots of people don't like baby wipes. I know I've heard Roger from my Basiac complain about them before he uses his very expensive vegetarian friendly wipes, but we have tons of baby wipes. Amy came home with about 7 packs the other day, so I have them available. I will use them. They're fine. It's not as if we flushed them down the toilet, or well, not too many down the toilet anyway. So there we go, that'll do. Just need a little bit of Sif on that top paint mark. That will be fine. So if you want to see one of these being stripped down properly, I'm sure there's videos on the YouTube, whatever that is, But unfortunately that's not going to be on this video because I want it to be sellable. That brings us to this. Gulp. Oh God. Full of talcum powder and a 10p piece. Yeah, that is a... UK people will know what that is, but for you Americans that is 10 whole pence. You can buy precisely sod all for that. This whole thing's full of... this dates it because it's full of daddy long legs. We get loads of daddy long legs around here, and there's about 5 there. It's also flipping Charlie, full of post-it notes. Gosh, I should have done that here. Now I've got to work in it. So yeah, we haven't really looked after it. I'll be brutally honest, at all. But you know, it was bought to be abused. So I'm only going to shed so much of a tear for it. With that out, you can see inside the Cyclone. Look, it's disgusting. And again, unfortunately, you can't take this apart. Undoing those 2 screws, and I have tried this before, doesn't do anything. It's like the DC07. It's moulded together. So all we can really do is take off the cone and the little rubber seal on the cone. There we go. There's a rubber seal on the top there. It's just like it's just a mini DC24, 25. Then that seal comes off. This seal also comes off. The bin seal. And that is it. The whole thing can now be, I've done this before, you can submerge it, wash it, you could probably lob it in the dishwasher if you had one, and it will love you for it. Then all we've got to do is take the flap off the bin, the bottom seal off the flap, just be wary to sort of feed it past there, and that's it. Simple as that. It is washed, so ready for washing. I've now got to pick all of this gunk up and clean up. And while we're on the subject of handhelds, because I realise this is going to be a bit of a short video, we may as well play with the V6, because it's disgusting as well. Let me go fetch it. There we go. Now the V6 is full of talcum powder, but never mind, because it needs a clean as well. Right, I now can't stand that up. Now I'm going to get the Dyson washed, dried, little bit of a tickle, and we'll reassemble it onto this, which is all that remains. See you in a bit. Right, everything's washed. Polished. There wasn't really much to polish, I'll be honest. It all came up fairly well. Now it is time to put the thing back together. Yes, we need to reassemble it. So we shall start with the top bin seal, which is a bit fiddly, not gonna lie, because you need to sort of stick it over that bit. And then when you stuck it over that bit, you need to push it down. I mean, if it's not too filthy, maybe leave it. But of course, if you followed the previous steps, you're now swearing at me for saying that, because obviously you've taken it off. But once you get it lined up, it pushes home very easily with a screwdriver. And in fact, putting the bin on will finish it off. If this does, you can see it starting to go on. There, look, it doesn't take too much. There we go, look, once it gets going. It's alright, this one's perishing a little bit. There are a fair few little splits in it. I imagine you'd be hard pushed to find a new seal on its own though, so if yours is completely perished, I would say fill the gaps in with silicone sealants and hope for the best. There we go, that's on well enough, shall we say. Next we shall put the little seal on the cone, or rather the seals, because there are two on this old style of Cyclone, not like the V6. It has a much more complicated path. There we go, we'll pop that there whilst we put the Cyclone seal on. Now there are two indentations in the seal that line up with two indentations on the bin. There we go. Marvellous. And then we just clip it to the bin, so squeeze the bin a bit and just manipulate the tabs home and they will clip together. Then we can put the little cone back on the bottom of the, if I haven't shown you the Cyclone, have I? That's how it's come up after a lovely wash. Inside there is much better. The amount of rubbish that flowed out of it, because you can basically, you can't get it apart, but you can fill it full of water. If you sort of hold it like that, fill water in there and there, then give it a good shake, all the rubbish comes out. And it's not bad. Right, let's pop the bin on. There we go, that's looking much better already. The bin is terribly scratched though. We'll pop the filter back in there. We'll pop that in there. Put that together. Then we just need the little blue filter washed up. But put it in the lid first, it's a bit easier. That holds it, you see. Holds it like that. And it snaps on. Then finally the combination tool goes on like that. And wait. We're missing a battery. Now obviously I'm not putting that back on it. I have a new battery. This is an eBay special battery with foreign and English instruction manuals, like so. Various protective foam bits and bobs, and this cost £10, brand new. eBay is full of them. It's also higher rated. I can't remember what the original Dyson battery packs are. I think they're 1500. The old one was 1500 milliamp. This is 2000. I think there was a 3000, but that cost a fair bit. This was £10, brand new, posted, and it fits. It looks different, but it fits, and it has charge in it. That's all right. Not bad. I bought that. When did I buy that? Before Christmas actually, because I unboxed it on my Christmas video, and it came a week before that. So that's been sat in the shed now for nearly 5 months. Plus, gosh knows how long before. Well, that's all right. I did get the charger out. I can give it a full charge. I think I will. I'm going to pause this video now, charge it up until the light goes out, and then be next week for me, but in about 3 seconds for you, I shall put the timer on and sit here doing this until it dies, and we'll see how long it actually lasts and compare it to whatever the instruction manual says. I need to dig out, find the PDF instruction manual and work it out. If I forgot to polish the bit of paint off the top hook. It's not bad. This is probably one of the easiest ones to do. We just put that together in what, 2 minutes? you should have seen the DC25 video by now. How long did that take? I don't know. There we go. Now we're done. So, I'm going to give this a full charge and we'll see how long it lasts. Bum bum. Not going to be using it for dirt now. That's it. It'll be sold after this. Oh no. £10. That's not even 3 pints. So here we are the next morning. I'm just going to stay in handheld mode for this, because this is all we need to do now, because I want to set it, so I want to crack on a little bit. So I had a full overnight charge till the light went green. So here we are with a stopwatch, and we're going to see. Now I've got to try and, might be a second or two extra, so I'm going to have to press go and then put the handle down, so we'll see how long it lasts. I don't know. Order. Still looking for these lights. Stop. No. Read the battery test that thing. Oh, 10 minutes 48. found here on Dyson's own website. The DC16 is designed to run blah 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 6 minutes of powerful constant suction. We got nearly 11, so that's a good increase from our cheap eBay battery. Woo! 10 minutes. I'm gonna call that 48 because my hand is killing me. Ah! High five. High five. 10 minutes, 48 seconds on our £10 battery, and yeah, it's now dead. It's now dead. So there we go. Not too bad at all. And there we go, really. I'm now going to put this back on charge all day. That's why I'm doing this at 20 to 8 in the morning, so I can do my chores, put the recycling out, put the washing up away, play with that. So I can sit on charge all day and then go up for sale. And we can say farewell to my first handheld Dyson. It has done us proud. It's been handy throughout him and his sister growing up. Dread to think the amount of rubbish that's gone through it, but now it is time to move it on, and I can make the decision whether to keep the Beko or the V6. We need to battery test the V6 as well, but we'll do that another day. For now, the DC16, it's time to say farewell. It's time for me to say farewell to you. I hope you found this video interesting, either to fix up your own DC16, laugh at my DC16, or just something to watch in general. So, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you soon. Bye bye.